Who controls the banks? Well, the Rothschilds, the tiny hats. That's who. All right.
What did he say?
He said if Trump thinks he's going to contradict or defy the CIA, he's streaming. You know, they have 50 ways from Sunday to get you.
Oh, you want to know what I've always wanted to know while you're talking about this ability of the CIA to take anybody out? I was just curious, like, who they legit work for? Because I know it's not us, right? Like, obviously.
Right. And traditionally, if you look at the U.S. intelligence agencies, they basically work for the central bankers. So what's happening is we're watching a re-engineering of this fiscal line. And you're basically looking at the central bankers moving to put into place a system that will allow them to extract tax without representation. So that's the trick financially. How do you force the citizens to pay taxes with no representation? And of course, what they're using the pandemic to do is to roll in the system that will make it possible for them to achieve it. So I'm always quoting Naomi Wolf, who's done a very good job of describing this, and she said, passports are the end of human liberty in the West, and she's right.
Wait. Keep going. Sorry. What?
Because it's not really, it's ultimately what it's going to evolve into is a financial transaction system where basically if you don't behave, the central banks can take money right out of your account. They can stop you from transacting. So there's a great, I think we talked about it last time, there's a great panel that the IMF did with Carstens, who's the general manager of the Bank of International Settlements, and Jay Powell, who's the chairman of the Federal Reserve. And they're talking about central bank digital currencies. And Carson says, well, the great thing about central bank digital currencies, if you don't want citizens of another country to transact, you can just shut off their ability to transact. And Powell kind of blanches because he knows what that means is, oh, you can cut off anybody's ability to transact.
What happens if you just want total control?
If you want complete control, then you want transactional control, but you want transactional control broken down into into both space and function. So let me tell you what I mean by that. You know, I want the ability to say you can only transact 5 miles from your home. You know, so I want you not to be able to travel. Okay, so your electric car or your driverless car can't go more than 5 miles from your home. Okay, but you can't do anything beyond 5 miles. So one is spatial control, but the other is function. You're not allowed to spend money on these items as opposed to other items. So we don't want you eating fresh food. We want you eating, you know, synthetic foods from Bill Gates's companies. So you can only transact according to what we dictate is, you know, approved. I've always assumed that Bitcoin was a prototype.